It's your girl Sharon. I'm back, y'all. Again, it's your girl Sharon. It's your girl Sharon. Hey, it's your girl Sharon. It's your girl Sharon, and I'm back. I'm excited. I'm turned up as always. Y'all know me. I'm turned up always. And I'm happy. I'm excited to be here in front of you guys. I'm excited to talk about, what I'm going to talk about. Thank you guys for liking and subscribe. For those of you who have liked and subscribed, thank you for your support. I need y'all support. I need y'all to like and subscribe this. I need y'all to keep me going. But then again, I'm going to keep doing it anyway. But like and subscribe, right? Hit the notification bell so when I put stuff out, you can get it. Okay? It's your girl Sharon. Hit me up on YouTube. My little, podcast or whatever you want to call it. But I love it, and I'm enjoying myself. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, my people. Let's talk about money. Ooh, y'all, money. It's a sticky situation. Money. Because guess what? We need money. But is it everything? Can it do everything? Can it buy everything? Can it get you everything? Can it get you love? Can it get you, I don't know. Can it get everything? I mean, let's just think about that. So let me just break it down, because I like talking about me. I like talking about my situations because I think it helps people, because there probably been somebody, or there have been somebody in my place. And especially in relationships, marriages, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever y'all got going on. In my situation, right, when I started out, when me and my husband started out, my husband, y'all met my husband on the other show, Mr. Jones. He's so sexy. Ugh, love that man. But okay, before I go deep into a trance, when we and him started out way back when, and we first started out, living with our parents and everything, and I had a little money saved, and he was working, and he had this nice car picking me up from school every day. And we decided, you know what? Let's make this thing official. So our relationship became official. We was digging each other. We was loving each other. And guess what? Baby came. Jumping Jones came into the picture. And, we was still okay. We was living at home with our parents. He was with his mama, I was with my mama. But we was like, look, we got this baby. We got to get our own place. You can't be... We can't be playing house and we ain't even got a house. You know what I'm saying? So we had to get us a place to stay. So we got us this cute little townhome in Lithonia, Georgia. And when we first got in there, baby, we loved it. We had our own place. You couldn't tell us nothing. We had, when they say they ain't got a pot to piss in, I had a pot to piss in. Okay. And now I couldn't bang the pots. I wasn't the best cook, so we ain't gonna go there. But we had our own place. And it started out great. And right after I had my son, well, before I had my son, I had just graduated from college. I had got my bachelor's degree in accounting. So I, Clark Atlanta, HBCU. Yes, I'm a HBCU girl. And so life was good, and he was working. He was working security, and he was making money. We were both making money, and we just had our son, and we bought this town home, and we had a plan. Okay, we had a plan, and things was working out, about their first 6 months, probably about the first year. We was kicking it. Bills paid, rent. We had a mortgage because we was buying town home. Mortgage paid, bills paid. We got plenty of food. We partying every weekend, inviting the people over. Yes, let's kick it. Then it hit. It hit, y'all. It hit hard. Things weren't working out like we thought they was gonna work out after a while, because we thought we had everything under control and we had everything going straight, right? And what we had going on was we kind of had everything coming out the accounts, right? Because we, like I said, we both making money, and we was putting money in and doing what we need to do. And one particular instance, we decided, you know what, I'm tired of them taking this mortgage out. We can do this. We can take care of it ourselves, right? Now, I want you to keep in mind something about me and my husband today. We love the Lord. We believe in God. We know He's real. But back then, I don't think we was on that religion thing like that. We was like, we good. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't tired and all that kind of stuff. And that's for people. Now, when I say God and religion, that's for those of y'all who believe in it. There might be some people out here who say they're atheists, and I don't know how to talk to you about that. But, to each his own. But I love the Lord, and ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing different. But so we got to this situation to where really we happened and the money had got funny. It had got low. And it got to the point where bills were being paid late and the mortgage was getting paid late. And we got to this point in time where it was like we was living paycheck to paycheck. And you know what that means. You get paid, money goes out, you ain't got nothing till the next time you get paid. That's what paycheck to paycheck means, literally. And keep in mind now, we living in this townhome. We have our son who is very young at the time, so he don't understand what it means to not really have money because, you know, thanks be to God, he had grandparents that were always stepping in on his behalf, making sure he had what he had. And they didn't know what our situation was because we was too prideful to be out there and be like, man, we ain't got it. No. We just made sure that whatever we had, we made the best out of it. So anyway, we had this one weekend, right? And my husband was like, look, babe, we ain't got no money. We ain't going out to eat. We gonna stay in this house the whole weekend. Now, for those of y'all that know me or know my husband, we like to kick it. And we had been in that house for a whole year partying like literally every weekend. We had folks at the house every weekend. But this was the first weekend where we was like, ain't no party, ain't no people coming over. It's just you and I, right? It's just you and I. That's why we made it through the pandemic, because trust me, we had plenty of time when we was sick in the house and couldn't do nothing. So trust me, the pandemic, we was like, we did that. But we sat in that house, right? And at first, I'm going to be honest, it kind of played on me because I'm like, how we even get here? Like, we were straight, you know. And you know how, you know what having relationships, he spent up the money or she spent up the money. We was kind of giving each other that eye, like, why we ain't got no money? You know what I'm saying? Like, you working, I'm working. Why we got no money? What's happening? You know, so we gave each other the look, right? But then after a while, we was like, look, it is what it is, right? We together, we got to make the best out of this. And let me tell y'all something. That was the best weekend I ever had with no money, y'all. Listen to me, with no money. Listen to me. We kicked it hard. My son kicked it hard, right? So I'm gonna give you the details, right? So my husband's like, look, we're gonna make the best of it. And this is even to the point, and I'm an open book for y'all know me. I ain't got no shame in my game. The cable was off. We didn't even have cable television. But let me tell you about my husband, that resourceful man of mine. That man right there, I would, he went into the closet, y'all, pulled out a duffel bag of VHS tapes. Now, y'all young folks, y'all don't know nothing about VHSs. Y'all don't. Y'all don't know nothing about the VCR. But my husband had a duffel bag full of VHS tapes and a book of DVDs. And we had a VCR and we had a DVD player. And he said, babe, we're going to watch movies. I said, all right. Come on with it, Mr. Charles. I said, okay, so that impressed me because I didn't know what we was going to do, but he already had the game plan ready. Then he said, now, look in the freezer because, you know, we've been partying, but we ain't cooked everything. It's a bag of wings in there. Get the wings out. Cook the wings. And I had some potatoes. I said, shoot, I could chop them up like french fries and make french fries. So we had wings and fries and movies. Now, my son, on the other hand, Jonathan was like maybe 5. It didn't matter, as long as he had something to eat. So, and like I told you, his grandparents stood on his behalf. So he had all kind of games and toys and stuff in his room. And we had kind of gave him the master bedroom in his room. So he had this whole big old room, had TV. He kicked it. All he needed was something to eat and some Kool-Aid. He was good to go. And on top of all of that, my husband that I didn't know had went and got somehow scavenged up a couple of dollars to get us a bottle of wine. Okay? Bottle of little Chardonnay. Yes, sir. A little Chardonnay. So we had kicked it. Got up Saturday morning. We had breakfast. Saturday, I cooked something else. I came up with something else. We watched more movies. Sunday, we kicked it. We stayed in the whole weekend, right? And we realized it didn't take money. We realized, guess what? Even with all the money in the world, we couldn't have kicked it and had a good time like we did that weekend. I'm telling y'all, it was magical. And believe it or not, we had more weekends like that. And even when we had money, we would say, babe, you know what? Let's order takeout and bring it back home because we just enjoyed our time together. And I want to say, in relationships, can y'all do that? Can y'all do that, right? Can you sit with your man without money? I'm just asking a question. Can you sit with that woman? Can you sit with your partner without all that money and make it happen? Can you do that? Because I believe that no matter where you at in your relationship, you might have a struggling weekend. You might have it. And say you get to that struggling part. The thing about relationships is it should, in my mind, make you closer. Because now y'all really got to depend on each other. All you got is that person that you with and maybe your kids. And you know what, single mothers, I know I was raised by a single mother. I understand it's just you and your kids. But guess what? You can do the same thing with your kids. You can come up with something that's not expensive. You can camp out in the living room. You can get some blankets, some pillows, put on the TV or whatever you may have got, some music, and do that. It was plenty of times, but guess what? Me and my husband didn't even turn the TV on. We had a fireplace. He put some wood in the fireplace, play some music. That was all we needed. It was never about no money. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, we got to learn how to live whether we got it or not. Whether we got it or not. You know, some people, and it's sad to say, but some people, if that person ain't got it, or if they ain't got what I want, if they ain't got it to this extent, they not happy. And that's to each his own. I'm not knocking it. But I know for me, regardless of what me and my husband go through, if we ain't got it, baby, we still good. And you won't know it because it ain't your business. But I ain't got no shame in telling you, you know what, no, we're not doing all that. We can't do all that right now. We gonna kick it together. And that's what I love about my husband. That's what I love about our relationship. Y'all gotta stop trying to go overboard impressing people. You going overboard. You killing yourself trying to impress people with what you got. And sometimes it ain't about what you got. It's about who you are. It's about being genuine. It's about being honest. It's about loyalty, being true to yourself. I've been telling y'all since I've been on this show, been on this YouTube thing. Be yourself. It's okay to be you. And stop trying to impress people that don't really care about you anyway. Right? It's okay to not have it all. And it's okay to kind of feel like, I want to do this, but I don't, right? Be you and be happy who you are. Like I told you, me and my husband, we didn't have much, but in actuality, we had a lot because we had each other and we had a whole lot of love. Y'all in these relationships, I get lost sometimes because I'm thinking, do they really care for each other? Is that why they together? You know? Let me tell y'all something. Being together and being married, first of all, being married ain't no game. And you know what I realized? It ain't for everybody. Cause guess what? Marriage ain't about money. It ain't even sometimes, and I'm gonna go deep to say this. It ain't all about looks either. Because guess what? Looks can fade. And what I mean about that is my husband had this thing, and I gotta tell y'all this. My husband has this thing, right? When we first started dating, he was like, I don't like makeup. And honestly, I didn't wear it. Like, even now, I just got lip gloss on. I don't have all the mascara and stuff. I don't even know how to put it on, so it ain't really that big of a deal. But he was like, he said, I want to see her with all this makeup on. He said, because you laying down with Beyonce, and you might wake up with Wanda, you know, the ugly girl from Color Purple. He said, because to me, sometimes it's a disguise. Now, I'm not knocking it if you wear makeup. I'm not saying it because some of y'all put that makeup on and I'm like, flawless. I get it. It's not for me because I don't really wear it. and I don't know how to wear it. Now, if somebody was to put my face on, like when I got married and got remarried, when I got married and we renewed our vows, I did wear it. But I don't wear it every day. I ain't gotta wear it. I put little gloss on, honey, and I think I'm doing the thing. And you may think different, but I'm happy with what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? But I say all this to say this is that in relationships, we gotta be very careful. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be one person when like when you out with your husband, you gotta be the same person when you out with your husband and the same person when you at home. You just gotta be who you are. So you can't get all dressed up and fancy when you going out with your girls, and then when you go out with him, you looking like who shot John? What is that? You know what I'm saying? But I just say all that to say, man, these relationships and money and all that kind of stuff, man, you don't need all that. It don't take all that. It just take honesty, it take love, it take trueness, it takes loyalty, it takes respect, it takes a whole lot more than money and things, right? You can have the nicest house on the street, 4-5 bedroom mansion, and still not be happy. You can have the finest girl, the finest man that everybody can think and still not be happy. Because happiness comes from you. Love comes from you. Me and my husband realized on that great weekend that it didn't take all that. And we thought it did because that's what we had done in the beginning. And I think it was nobody but God that showed us that, guess what? You don't need money. I can tell you one more story, right? So, my husband, me and my husband, right, we was working. And we both had lost our jobs at the same time. Literally. I got laid off. And he just kind of just got sick of his job and left. So I'm being honest. And this was at the same time. We still living in our townhome. And we was like, okay, what we gonna do? Right? And luckily, I worked on this job and they did give me, somewhat of a severance pay. So I had enough money for us to make through the month. We had the money really together to make it through the month, to pay the mortgage that month, pay up bills or whatever like that. But it had got up to like 2 or 3 weeks, right? So on this third week, I think we both had depleted what we had, right? We depleted what we had. And they was like, well, Sharon, go to the unemployment office. Y'all go to the unemployment office. Now, this is the way, and I don't know if it still works that way today, but how it works is if you got laid off from your job, you can pretty much get unemployment. But if you just left your job, you don't get unemployment. So I got laid off. My husband was like, he left his job. No, this is being real. And don't y'all judge my husband, first of all, because we doing good. Don't do that. But, so we was at this week where it was like depleted everything. And it was Friday. And I was like, man, and my husband was out there hustling and bustling, doing whatever he could to make things happen. And thank God for him, because he made sure that we was okay. And that week, that Friday, lo and behold, the Lord worked and I got an unemployment check. And we was able to get some groceries and get some things. So it had been 30 days. I'm going to say it again, y'all. That was the best I'm going to say it just like that. It was the best goddamn 30 days of our life again. Because even though we didn't have it and we did whatever we could, but even though we didn't have it, we still kicked it on 30 days. Listen, we had a routine. We got up in the morning. We went to the unemployment office. Then we went to the Goodwill because you can go there and apply for jobs and stuff like that. We had a routine. We was doing everything we needed to do. We got up, took our son to school. We got suited and booted. Let's go to the unemployment office. Let's go to Goodwill. Let's do what we need to do. We got done with that about, let's say, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Our son's still in school. We went home, fixed a little something, watched the movie, laughed, kicked it, did what married people do, because the son was gone, and had a joyful time. And you might be saying, why is she saying all this? Why is she doing all this? I'm telling y'all, it don't take a lot. And I've been there. I've been to the bottom. Now I'm at the top. You know what I'm saying? I've been to the bottom. We've been to the bottom. And now we're at the top. I just want y'all to know it don't take all of that. It don't take it. And if you cannot spend that time with your husband at the hardest time, because see, that's what it's about. It's easy to kick it when everything working. It's easy to kick it when he, you know what I'm saying? Even y'all ladies out there, and y'all might get mad. Y'all ain't working because your husband making all the money. That's all well and good. But are you going to be there for him if he don't have it? Or if she don't have it? Are you going to be there? What y'all going to do? Have y'all prepared yourselves for if it comes a struggle? Because one thing my pastor say, it may not be your time, but it will be one day. We all got to go through it. But what I'm saying is it don't take all that. It don't take a whole lot of money. It don't take a whole lot of things to make it happen. And that's pretty much all I want to say. So I hope y'all got what I was trying to say. That in the hardest times can be the best times. I have a good friend named Montre Ashley, and she talk about going through the dark times, right? There and guess what? There's light, even in the dark times. So if you're going through a period of your life right now where things are a little tough, they're a little tight, and you're in a relationship and y'all kind of looking at each other, change the situation. Baby, you know what? I ain't got it. But guess what? We're going to make the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? Make the best of it. Single mothers, tell your kids, you know what? Mama can't give you a whole lot, but I love you. And we're going to make this thing work. Believe it or not, it's the hard times that make you. It's the struggles that make you. So don't worry about it if you ain't got it right now. You'll get it. Because like I said, I ain't always had it. And the times that I did have it was some of the best times of my life. But we're in a good place now. And it's only because we made it through the hard times. So you don't need all that money. If you got it, it's good. But what you need is love. And if you're in a relationship, like I said, lean on that person and let them lean on you. It's your girl, Sharon. I love y'all. Y'all have been dope. I have enjoyed this time. I am so happy. And guess what? When I get off of here, I'm finna get with my husband. So y'all know it's gonna get good, right? So I love y'all. It's your girl, Sharon. Please like and subscribe. And as I always say, it's your girl.